Hey folks, I recently came across this website called satservers.com. It presents a bunch of broken production servers where each scenario would represent some sort of a misconfiguration, and your job is to fix this server within the given time. Each challenge comes with a mini description of the problem statement, and also it has an automated checker as soon as you submit the solution, which verifies whether it's correct or not. So let's take a look at some of these challenges that we have here. So the challenges are categorized into various difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. And let's begin with the first challenge. Here is our description statement of this problem, and when we click run, behind the scenes it creates an EC2 instance for it's basically a VM which has the files required to solve this challenge. So let's start with that. It will take about 50 seconds, as it says, for the server to get spawned. Till then, let's take a look at this problem. So basically, this problem statement is about a process which is writing continuously to this log file, and it's filling up the disk space. And we can see the contents of the log as well using tail command. We need to find the process which is writing to this file, and we have to terminate it. So the best way to take a look at open files is using lsof command, and we can use that. So let's see what is the file name. This is the file name. What we can do is we can have we can just grep for this particular file name, and we can see there's a Python script badlog.py which has opened this particular file. This is the PID. Just to terminate it, we just need to do kill 608. That's it. Now we can just check whether that process is still running or not. Badlog. No, it's not running. So let's verify our solution. Yeah, it's correct. That was quite easy. So let's take a look at another scenario. Okay. What we have here is the second problem statement. This is about a web server log file at home admin access log. The file consists of one line per HTTP request, which has the requester's IP address at the beginning of the line. So we need to find the IP address which has the most number of requests. Okay, so we need to do a bunch of awk commands here. First, let's take a look at what is the file format for this. Yeah, so we have we'll just do a tail to check the file format. Okay, so what we can see here is it's a standard access log format. To get the IP, we can do awk, and since it's the first column, so we can just do a print of that same column. Sorry. Yeah, I suppose this will work. So instead of tail, we'll do for the whole file. And what we need to do is we need to find the unique, so we need to find the most number of occurrences of a particular IP. For that, we can just use sort command and use it with unique command. That should pretty much help us. Let's take a look at how we'll do that. Okay, so if we directly do unique, we can do that, but that's not correct, because unique will check it will check the preceding line to check whether that IP has occurred or not. It doesn't check for the full file or reads the file in one go. So that is one peculiarity with unique. That's why we need to do a sort first and then do a unique. So sort will sort all the IPs together, Then we have distinguish IPs over here, distinctive IPs over here, and unique -c. Since we ran, we have the count also here. So we need to get the most number of IPs. So what we can do, we can run we can run a sort again for that, and this time in descending order, and we need to do a sorting based on the numerical column. So we'll do sort -nr, and let's say we just need to take a look at top 10. We can do by that. Head -n10. Yeah. So the problem statement says that we need to find the highest, the IP address which has the most number of requests, and just need to save that in this file. So we'll directly do that here. So the IP is this one. This has 482 requests, and we'll just put it over in this file. Okay, let's check. Yeah, this also is correct. Let's go to some other scenario. Okay, this is the third scenario where we need to check the number of lines which has the string Alice in star.txt files. Okay, let's do that. So what we need to do over here is number of lines where the string Alex occurs in star.txt. Okay, we can use a bunch of things here. We can, I think grep has a count command. I think so. We can take a look at grep-c. Okay. Prints a count of matching lines for each input file. Yeah, I think this is what we want. It's taking a bit longer to provision this one. Let's wait. So if we do a grep-c for Alice on star.txt files, we'll get the number of lines, and so that is one thing. We don't need to see how many times Alice has occurred, but we need to see how many lines in where Alice has occurred. So yeah, I think grep-c is correct for that. If we go to this directory and we can see star.txt files over here. Okay, so grep-c Alice star.txt. Right, so it says this particular file has 398 lines where Alice has occurred, so on and so forth. What we need to do now is there's a file Alice where it only appears once in the line. After that occurrence, there's a number. Okay. So first, the number of lines where Alice has occurred, we need to do a total of that, and that is 398, 12, 1, 411. So we can just do. Our first part of the solution is done. So that is 411. We'll keep that saved over here. 411, right? Yeah. Okay. Next is Alice appears only once. So over here, the file where Alice only appears once is this one. Okay. So if we just grep for Alice in this line, then I think it will be more clear of what we want, and we need to take a look at the surrounding context as well. So let's use -c10. This is -c is for after 10 lines and before 10 lines. It gives you the context on that word Alice. So what they're saying is, in the line after that occurrence, there's a number which is 156, I suppose, and that is what our second part of the solution is. Okay, so 456. Oh, sorry, 156. We'll write it over here. Let's see. Yeah, this also works. Cool. Okay, I think the next two scenarios we'll just skip and go over to the medium level difficulty. I think this one looks more interesting to me. Yeah. So this is about Postgres server which is not able to insert some data. Okay, so what it says is your objective is to be able to insert a row in an existing Postgres database. The issue is not specific to Postgres. Okay, it's a service that listens on a port 5432, right? Standard port definition. It writes to a disk in a data directory. From what I can infer from here is that we need to run this command and it should basically run successfully, insert 01, but somehow that is not happening over here. There could be multiple reasons. Maybe Postgres is not running on 5432, it's running on some other port, or probably the disk data, the config could be wrong. We have to, because I think they have specifically mentioned the path to the Postgres config file, so I think it's related to that for sure. Let's take a look. Yeah. So first off, let's see what is the status of Postgres server, which we can easily do with the systemctl. Okay, so PostgreSQL, it says active. The output seems off because it is not supposed to have only these few lines, but okay, let's ignore that for now. But let's also take a look whether it's running on 5432. We can just use SS or netstart. I'm just more comfortable with netstart. So, okay, it's not running on 5432. It's not running at all. PS aux grep PostgreSQL Postgres. Oh, this is weird. Postgres server is running, but it's not exposing any port. Maybe listener this is wrong or something. I mean, but that should also have an entry in netstart. Okay, let's anyway take a look at PostgreSQL.conf. I need to know whether there is something about a network configuration or not. Okay. So we can just do listen address is localhost, which is the default. Port is also 5432. Data directory, the task mentions that it's optpg data main, which is a custom data directory. Let's also inspect what is happening over there. Maybe permissions are wrong or something. PG data main. It's a Postgres user. Fine, seems correct. Okay, so Postgres has initialized because the data directory is populated. We can actually check journal.ctl because I think Postgres is not starting for some reason. we can check var log postgres. Yeah, I hope this has some data. Take-star.log. Oh yeah, could not create a log file. Postmortem, no space left on device. Oh, no. Okay, we need to check the disk space. Oh yeah, 100% disk space. We can check lsblk if it's possible to resize it. No, it's 8 GB only. Sorry, yeah, the disk is 8 GB. It's not possible to resize it. What should we do then? Okay, I can cease, delete me, stuff like that. Maybe this is what we're supposed to do. There is a file 1 BK 7 GB, file 2 BK 923 MB. I mean, this is more than enough for us. .bk. Sorry, .bk. Wait, just do this also. Delete me. Sudo systemctl restart PostgreSQL. Okay, now let's check whether it's running or not. We can check with net start actually. Oh yeah, it's running. What we need to do now is we just need to check whether this insert command runs or not. Yep, this works. That's it. Cool. This was fun. So the disk was full. That's why Postgres server was like not starting up correctly. But I think in this scenario, I think they made some changes to the default Postgres service configuration, the service unit systemd configuration, and that's why the logs weren't appearing on journalctl or even systemctl status, because I do remember the logs being routed from stder being the default configuration, I mean. Anyway, okay, let's do this as well. So this is about a web server serving a file index.html with the content hello sat server, and when we try to check it locally with an HTTP client, nothing is returned. Okay, nothing is returned. So, but this says it's not about a web server configuration. Okay. What could be the problem then? First, again, like in the previous task, we'll just check whether it's running or not. Let's start. Okay. Oh yeah, nothing is running on port 80. Oh, sorry. Port 80, Apache is there. Okay, I have zero experience with Apache, but let's figure out. So what is happening when I do curl -i? Oh, sorry. I need to do 127.80. Oh, it's stuck. If I do with -m3, which is 3 seconds timeout, and also enable verbose logging, it's stuck. But okay, something is running on 00080 basically. It's listening on all interfaces. Let's see what all interfaces we have here. What if we do the IP address of the machine, curl Ethernet IP colon T. But this actually reminds me to also check whether it's a etc host issue or not, whether but we are trying directly the IP, so that is not possible, and machine IP also doesn't work. Let's anyway take a look at etc host. Could be some issue. Okay, let's see if we have dig here. Perfect. So dig localhost resolves to 127.0.0.1. etc host is fine. If I do localhost 80, wait, this works. What could this mean? Okay, let's take a look at -verbose log, because localhost resolves to 127.0.0.1. Oh no, it's trying the IPv6, and that somehow worked. If we force curl to go on IPv4 using -4, that fails, but IPv6 works. But that also doesn't correctly work because I'm getting a 403 forbidden. I think our first step should be to fix this 403 forbidden. Where are Apache logs? Apache logs should be in var log Apache, just like Nginx. I hope so. Yeah. Okay, we have access log error logs. Okay, it says permission denied for a particular file. Let's see how Apache server is running. It must be some custom user. Apache is running. Okay, I think this is a worker process. It's running as a www data user, and we can see, since it's not able to open the file, it has to be a permission issue. Correct, yeah. So we'll just chown this quickly to www. Okay, www data user group. That thing. Now I think doesn't require a restart to check this. Yeah, hello SAT server came. So IPv6 works now, but still IPv4 doesn't. What could that be? So firewall, UFW status. Maybe everything on IPv4 traffic is getting dropped somehow. So there are two things here: IP6 tables. We can do -L, and we can compare with IP4 tables -L. IP tables. Oh, see, when we are comparing this IP6, this is input chain, which is empty, but this has a drop, which drops all traffic anywhere to anywhere on TCP. I think this is what is causing the issue, but I have forgotten how to drop this input rule. I think you do input drop, or no, input 1. I don't know whether that works. Oh yeah, it worked. Let's take a look with -4 only. That should Oh yeah, this works. Those IP tables. Damn it. Yeah. This gives me so much of satisfaction. This was a pretty fun challenge. Okay, there's one in Nginx as well. I guess that the more challenges we'll cover in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned. Cheers.